Path of Empowerment, Pleiadian Wisdom for a World in Chaos, by Barbara Marciniak. Chapter 4, The Intimate Dance of Beliefs and Emotions. There are many ways of looking at life, and how you interpret your place in the world depends on what you choose to believe. In order to empower your life, it is imperative that you understand your personal and collective beliefs. You are who you are, and you are where you are because of what you believe about yourself. No matter what you are experiencing, your beliefs form the underlying foundation to create these experiences. What are your beliefs? Where do your beliefs come from? Beliefs are usually about power, your power to create. Beliefs can reveal how you manage energy. Beliefs are decisions and agreements that you make about reality. They are an accumulation of invisible inner building blocks formed from your interpretation of reality that collect over time and from which you construct a concept of yourself in relationship to your perceived place in existence. Beliefs are the programs from which you have built your life experience. They reveal the way in which you personalize your choices and the conditions you apply for imprinting the vital force energy used for manifesting your thoughts. When you take a good look at your life, you will see the unique creative results of your own internal programming. Everyone has a bushel basket full of beliefs collected from many sources. Genetic inheritance, family proclivities, childhood experiences, social and cultural influences, and numerous impressions from other lifetimes are among some of the contributors to the invisible bundle of beliefs that define your experience in 3D reality. Beliefs are the thoughts that you hold, more often without question, about yourself and the world at large. These unnoticed thought forms are birthed in your imagination and stored in your subconscious memory bank, qualifying your experiences in both the inner and outer worlds. Your beliefs set you up for success or failure. If your worldview is optimistic, you will generally be self-motivated with a positive attitude and engage life with joy and enthusiasm. However, if your worldview tends to lean towards pessimism and negative interpretations of reality, then a sense of hopelessness and despair will overshadow your every encounter. People suffer from pain and confusion due to a belief in their own sense of powerlessness, a belief that is as ancient as the whisperings of time. All forms of consciousness must pass through various stages of accepting responsibility for their power in every vista of creation. Your encounters in the outer world are a reflection of your inner reality. You become what you think about. Therefore, when you change your thinking, you will inevitably change your life. Humankind is being tested to become much more consciously aware of how to use the power of thought. You are born with a multitude of abilities, yet your cultivated beliefs insist you are powerless. Therefore, these abilities are blocked out or eradicated from neural pathways at an early age. The key to solving the great planetary crisis you face lies in the compassionate recognition that humanity has essentially developed a collective fear of the power to create. Except, of course, for your Darktilian cultural controllers. These times call for you to know your mind and your beliefs and to become an extraordinary creator of your reality. You incarnated on earth to deal with a form of power. Existence shows the essence of power and its use. It is composed of dynamic energies that carry its majestic blueprints of consciousness into every nook and cranny of the cosmos. Humanity creates the world at large by way of unconscious primal mass agreements. You are participating in a mass agreement that is exploring the nature of reality from a 3D point of view. And you contribute to energizing the collective experience into being through telepathy and dreaming. You are highly creative without even realizing it. You effortlessly dream your larger world reality into being as a place to explore existence. Everyday encounters and experiences, though significant and intimately yours, are nonetheless deeply interwoven with countless other personal nows. The choices you make in the physical reality are based on what you believe is possible. Your biological structure is actually a sending and receiving center of information, just like all of your chakras. Your cells of your body instantly receive telepathic information. There are no buttons to push, no screens to check, and no modern breakdowns. The body's intelligence system is constantly tracking the past, present, and future. While you are deeply enmeshed in your own moment-to-moment experience, all of the thoughts and feelings you effortlessly explore are instantly processed and almost simultaneously telepathically broadcast into the outer world and throughout time. You exist in an infinite web of information that is constantly exchanged on a cellular level without your conscious knowledge, of course. The people in your present environment are unconsciously aware of your beliefs and expectations, as well as your intentions and inner commands. Most people are unconsciously unaware of their own beliefs and expectations and intentions and inner commands. Every cell in your body is a multi-sensory, multifaceted communication device, crystalline in structure, that responds to the modulation of light, another information pathway. The inner brain cavity is a resonation chamber and acts as an energy transducer for cosmic radiation, which is the vital force, or chi, that delivers the blueprints for life. Essentially, your vista of space and time is created through your own biology. The current metamorphosis of human consciousness can lead you to open and activate new sensing mechanisms beyond the 5 major senses of taste, touch, hearing, smell, and sight. Psychic powers are a natural part of your inherent technology as tools for inner management. The more aware you are of the programs you run inside your biological computer, the easier it will be to create what you want. Your cells broadcast who you are. You carry a huge energetic sign in your energy field by frequency and telepathy. Think of it as your aura. Your cells also hear all of your thoughts, conscious, subconscious, and unconscious, and as a result are constantly modulating themselves to send out the exact signal for what you want. Then, through an array of synchronistic events, you cross the path of opportunity that connects you to what you are focused on, which is deeply tied to your beliefs about your self-worth. Have you ever stopped to consider whether your core beliefs support your stance in life? There are no accidents. Your cells impel you to turn down one street versus another, to meet an old friend, or avoid an unpleasant encounter. So whatever crosses your path is part of your creation. You must decide what you are available for, and be very, very clear about it. If you think you have no power over what happens in the outside world, this is a belief and an agreement that you have made between yourself and the field of existence. Your cells hear this command about your place in reality and do everything possible to make certain, in whatever situation you meet, that you have no power over events, if that's your illusion you're telling your cells. Your beliefs establish the instructions for how you want to operate your biological being. And in these times of tremendous acceleration, humankind is faced with the responsibility of learning how to manage the energy of thought. You must accept supreme responsibility for being the one and only operator of your biological system in order to be on the path towards managing the energy of existence and the path of empowerment. You live and thrive amidst a very complex web of mass agreements that support and define earthly existence as you know it. Within this framework of mass beliefs, you have the free will to choose your thoughts and pursue ideas that best resonate with your personal values. Your outer world experiences directly correspond to your inner world of thoughts, feelings, and desires, which are the subtle personal activities upon which your beliefs are built. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time if that is your belief, and everything will work out just fine if that is your belief. Believing in your own personal safety and that you live in a benevolent multiverse is very beneficial if you wish to live in peace and harmony. When you encounter any situation in day-to-day life, you actually project your perceptions onto the event, coloring in whatever you want to see by way of belief. You are always interpreting reality. Actually, you are a pioneer preparing a path for a new interpretation of reality. And like a seedling shoot finding its way to the sunlight through layers and layers of dense matter, you are pushing against an invisibly fortified ceiling of ignorance, where limitation controls and negative beliefs have become indisputable facts, especially projected into the minds of those who engage in the mass hysteria media. As billions of people begin to question the very nature of existence by seeing through the conditioned glamour of life on TV, this mass reconsideration will strip away the veneer of restrictive beliefs that no longer sustain you or your culture. And as you can imagine, this intrepid new consciousness creates massive pressure on the prevailing paradigm of beliefs that govern your lives. You are imbued with consciousness, that is, the ability to be aware. Yet this does not necessarily mean that you are consciously aware of all you create. Most are not. Beliefs are tricky. Essentially, they are agreements about reality that you accept and uphold without question. As you confront yourself and meet your beliefs, thoughts and feelings may peel off like layers of old paint, or you may well find yourself traveling through internal black holes and out the other side, journeying through parts of yourself that you never even knew existed. Once again, your focused attention is a personal gold mine, and as you learn to value and use this inherent wealth, you can fortify yourself for journeys into both the inner and outer worlds. Where and how you spend your energy are exceedingly important in understanding how you create your life. Are you the captain of your attention, or always just along for the ride? For a few moments, center yourself with your breath and visualize golden spirals of energy infusing your body as you direct your attention deep inside your world. As you sit in centered silence, consider that in order to empower your life, you must first examine it. Life is rich and rippling with symbolic meaning, and designating respectful significance to all of life's encounters will help expand your mind and integrate your identity and purpose. Throughout your life, how much attention have you paid to the power of your beliefs? Beliefs are powerful, and whether they are known or unknown, they still set the stage for your experiences to transpire. In all honesty, do you truly know what you believe? Have you self-selected and consciously planted your beliefs in your psyche, as you would purposefully choose and select flowers to plant in your garden? What beliefs have you inherited as treasured family heirlooms? What patterns of commonality flow through your family's genes? What does your mother think about her own ability to create the conditions in her life? How about your father? What did you learn about empowerment or disempowerment from him? What specific issues do members of different generations of your family all have in common? How far back does alcoholism run on either or both sides of your family? What particular situations are forever on rerun for you and your family? How often are you the tragic star of the show? What thoughts and feelings do you have upon awakening each morning? Do you have a dream journal? What do you think of your dreams? How do you feel about your bedroom and your pillows and your sheets and your blankets? What feelings surface when you have a bowel movement? What do you think about while bathing your body? What is your body worth to you? Do you like your toes, your knees, your elbows? What do you think about sex? Do your thoughts and beliefs have a benign or detrimental influence on your body? What do you use your body for? What do you think about food and the role it plays in your life? What does home mean to you? What are your feelings concerning laughter and fun? What do you think is possible for you to achieve in this lifetime? What do you believe you deserve from life? With these thoughts in mind, write down over the next few days at least a dozen personal beliefs encompassing a variety of subjects. Please pause this video and replay all these questions, quickly jotting down answers to each of them. Expand on them over the next few days. Write the beliefs as statements, a personal litany of your so-called facts about reality. Be certain to include your beliefs about health, wealth, and happiness. Allow 1 week to pass. and then take a good, honest look at those proclamations. How do you feel about what you wrote? Is your life a reflection of this script? Do your beliefs serve your life and enhance your well-being? How many of your beliefs are you happy with? How many are you embarrassed of? How many would you like to change? How do they demonstrate the way you use the vital energy of existence to create your life? The next step is to examine and evaluate the appropriateness of these ideas you hold about yourself and the world at large. For it is through this filter of beliefs that you create the version of the world you experience. Within this 3D plane of reality, you inherit a set of beliefs from your genetic lineage, as well as a celestial and formative imprint of character from the position of the planets at your birth. Consider using the soul cartography information included in Mayan embodiment astrology, which is multidimensional and came from the Pleiades most recently, but did not originate there. You also have memories carried over from issues and events in simultaneous time, which we often refer to as past lives and possibly future lives. And then, of course, you are subjected to a mass amount of cultural conditioning from society, family, and religion, and others that influences you from birth and helps to define the nature of your personal reality. The information or beliefs that are foisted upon you do not represent the entire picture of reality. Therefore, you often live your life on one avenue of existence, all the while missing out on a myriad of untold opportunities, because accepting limited beliefs is like wearing a straitjacket all of your life. Your innermost core beliefs determine the direction of your life. They are played out daily and distributed by way of your thoughts and attitudes. People who choose the avenue of fear do not see another fork in the road. Their beliefs literally function as blinders, overshadowing and eliminating every other possible and probable option, path, or solution. Your beliefs condition and qualify the space that surrounds you, creating an electromagnetic imprint that ultimately serves to attract all of your life experiences. Thoughts are real things in that they have a life of their own once you create them. Most of the time, however, you are clueless, as you say, on how you set your version of the world into motion every moment of every day. You are learning that there are many ways of looking at any situation, and in the bigger picture it could be said that consensual reality is concurrently experiencing a breakdown of beliefs. Yay! People have built their lives on the faith that beliefs are absolute facts, or attributes of existence that are indisputable truths. But beliefs are agreements about realities, and agreements can be broken or changed. It is essential to understand that beliefs are the thoughts you hold within your imagination, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. And in the imagination, all things are real. All thoughts produce energetic vibrations, and even though you cannot see these frequencies, the airwaves are full of who you are. During this period of acceleration, your world has become quite polarized over a massive conflict of beliefs. Two very distinct directions of thought, based on the value of life, express the tension of this great divide. A belief in a world of hostility uses the platform might is right, to promote killing and violence as a mean to its ends. In direct opposition, a belief in a peacefully empowered existence places immense value on nature, and all life is held in significant regard. Stress and tension are steadily escalating all over the planet, due in part to an increase in telepathic and psychic sensitivity to the multitude of this great vibrational divide. Now, this great divide of beliefs is actually a polarity of cooperation, like a full moon shining its light, stoking the fires of passion, and illuminating what is normally hidden at night. These activities are a demonstration of the vast power of beliefs to create very distinct and sometimes diametrically opposed versions of reality. In purely practical terms, you make your choice in every moment for what you want. The use of your free will to choose to decide is, of course, your saving grace, and you must learn to cultivate it, seeding thoughts for an empowered life for all humanity. In order to understand and heal the insanity, instability, and seeming uncertainty of these troubled times, you must first learn to manage your own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs. Learning to manage energy in the material world is one of the reasons you chose to reincarnate at this time. Your body is your first and foremost responsibility, and essentially, every cell follows your commands. Your emotional intensity is the charge of power behind the frequency of your thoughts. How you feel about yourself and the world at large directly affects the functions and operating systems of every organ and cell in your body. Feelings are fuel for beliefs, especially feelings of excitement, and when you follow your feelings, when you follow your bliss, you will always find your beliefs right behind them. When you feel good about yourself, your outer world will mirror this state of mind. And when you feel down and out and frustrated, the outer world also conforms. Limitations, frustrations, and blockages can be examined from a meaningful perspective. Accepting your part in creating your life situations without blaming yourself or anyone else, and approaching your life with the attitude that everything you encounter has a significant purpose, will unblock the victim conditioning that has been prevalent for so long among humanity. Transmuting victimhood is a major step on the path to self-empowerment. Crucial! You will never, ever feel empowered if you have victimhood as a belief hidden inside. However, those choosing to experience a reality devoid of such emotional intelligence will increasingly find themselves in a world order where the significance of life is lost and victimhood is all they find. Those who choose love, daring to feel into the depths of being, accepting responsibility for their actions, and seeking a purpose in life, will find that the world of significant living will unfold its cleverly concealed presence and magic. You are in charge of the vital energy that sustains and connects you with the larger cosmic reality. When you abdicate and ignore your abilities to create your reality, essentially you turn your power over to be maneuvered and controlled by others, which is a perfectly valid choice if you want to do so, for a time at least. The tendency to think that someone other than yourself is going to save you has been programmed and conditioned into humans for thousands of years. No one is going to save you! In order to flourish and thrive, you must be willing to take charge of your life. The feelings you experience are important keys towards understanding how you operate. Once again, when you follow your feelings, you will find your beliefs. And when you discover your beliefs, you will be face to face with the concepts you use to build your versions of reality. In order to expand your awareness and feel more self-empowered, you must be willing to examine whatever thoughts your feelings uncover. For your thoughts, once observed and examined, can be traced to their origin, and their purpose can be unveiled. You are not stuck with your thoughts or the self that you think you are. Nor are you permanently confined by the blood of your ancestors. You are a product of your own making. You chose your parents on purpose. You are an accumulation of ideas and experiences that have been gathered throughout time, which you can use to your own advantage in building a version of reality that you deeply desire and know is possible. Knowledge is power, and it would serve you well to remember this ancient and self-evident truth. Every thought you hold has a powerful impact on your world. Clarity in thought, word, and deed is of utmost importance for creating the version of life you want. In ancient times, the power of words was known to be the art of old magic. Language is a powerful tool for directing and manifesting energy into form. We suggest that you purposefully choose your words with care and certainty. Know what you want, and establish clear, positive intentions as to your purpose in life. The pursuit of worthy goals and ideals is essential for feeling empowered. Every thought and word influences the great repository of memories in the subconscious mind, the noosphere. Thoughts and words of your own, or those that stem from the outside world, are all pooled and all accessible by all. Given that you are highly telepathic, you can also be influenced by the thoughts and activities of others, especially if you have poor boundaries and are confused about who you are. External suggestions and images, such as those from television, program your subconscious and unconscious minds. Your scientists have done studies with people connected to an EEG brain scanning device while watching TV. They registered activity in the delta wave frequencies, essentially occupying a highly programmable state while viewing TV. If you are unaware of your thoughts or have abdicated your choice to direct your thinking, then electronic methods can easily influence and control your mind. Your conscious mind sets the commands, and the subconscious mind is the processing center where the directives or beliefs are filtered and then carried out. Empowering your life begins when you have control over your thoughts. You must then decide what you want and proceed to attain it. Otherwise, your commands will have no conscious intent to direct the course of your life. The times in which you live call for the best of your capabilities to emerge, and embracing a personal belief in your inherent self-worth is an excellent investment of your time and energy. Happiness and peace of mind are the hallmarks of real empowerment. They are present when you are in balance with your values and intuition. As the cosmic energy continues to accelerate, issues will only grow in complexity in whatever arenas of life you have avoided your responsibilities. To prepare yourself for experiencing higher states of consciousness and greater perceptual awareness, you must visualize the type of world you want and trust that you will receive it. Your imagination is the most powerful tool in the omniverse, and when you focus your attention with clear, conscious intention, you set an internal program into motion, one that will determine your experience of the outer world. Events are multidimensional pieces of living art. The form, size, shape, and purpose change as you learn to walk around an event and release your fixation on a single emotionally driven outcome. Events grow in meaning as you grow in consciousness. When you consciously alter your interpretations of the world and embrace a confident, inspiring outlook, your experience of the world changes. Even though the conditions may remain the same, like a half-full, half-empty glass analogy, how you choose to perceive what you see sets the stage for all you encounter, as well as affecting the entire paradigm of mass beliefs. Your beliefs make you who you are, and the areas of life where you excel in your achievements are generally those where you feel excitement and have fun with what you are doing. Cultural beliefs about the nature of reality rule your experience from the deepest and most ancient levels. Beliefs arise out of ideas about reality. These ideas are then passed on through time to evolve into facts, and these facts appear to define what you see because of what you were told. The ideas form a loop of energy that continues to create a super-fortified blueprint of reality supported by an immense contribution of energy from the mass consciousness. The result of this massive support, which is based on unquestioned cultural assumptions, determines the overall world structure that you currently encounter. Mass beliefs form a controlled, conjured view of reality in which you have all agreed to participate. You meet these agreements every day of your life through social, cultural, and certainly personal experiences. The idea of Earth being a singular experience, a one world and one world only location where everyone is fixed in the same reality, is similar in a sense to flat world thinking. The overall world structure is a framework of agreements that you operate within. It is not the only version of the world. There are 8 billion versions. Nature is flexible and alive with multidimensional possibilities, and your beliefs, decisions, and emotions play the decisive role in creating the version of world reality you actually encounter. Certainly, some of the most influential core beliefs to lock humanity into endless loops of confusion stem from ancient myths about human origins. In the Judeo-Christian Roman reptilian Catholic tradition, the story of Adam and Eve has a woman conversing with a serpent, and then following her natural curiosity and testing the parameters of her intuition, she allegedly creates a grave trespass, and mankind, all of humanity, is shamefully and permanently tossed out of paradise. Over time, millions upon millions and even billions of people have built their lives around this lie, faithfully believing that they must still pay for this supposed transgression. There is always some layer of truth to myths, given that they are a composite of long-cherished teachings or beliefs about the nature of reality, as well as a record of your ancestral lineage. Yet, the perceived truth will be applied according to how the event is seen in the imagination, where interpretations are formed. This one particular myth has birthed innumerable prisons for the minds of humanity. Disobedience is deadly. You must obey. Only God is all-powerful. God is cruel and sets up impossible tests. The body cannot be trusted. Women definitely cannot be trusted. Never listen to a serpent, which actually represents your chakras. Humanity is helpless and paying dearly for the uncontrollable impulses of one single woman. Women fail at leadership. Women lead men into destruction. Humanity is not deserving of God or goodliness. And the fall into the cruel, hard world of nature is the permanent and natural punishment for all of the above beliefs. What a wonderfully horrible myth system these Darktilians created to control humanity with. In one form or another, implications of blame and helplessness reside at the root of the accepted interpretations of this cherished tale, which fully sanctify a culturally ingrained belief in victimhood, the ultimate state of powerlessness. This, of course, attacks your root chakra. Helplessness stems from a belief that you have no control over your environment, and that indeed you have been kicked out of the only sacred place in existence. These beliefs are fortified by considering the past as a valid expectation of your present and therefore future. Neediness is based on a desire to have someone other than yourself mold your destiny and meet your needs. In actual truth, dear soul, humanity has never sinned, is not flawed, and never was helpless. You only believed it was so, and so that's the reality you created. You are sacred, holy, and divine. You are divine sovereignty. You are sovereign divinity. When you choose to believe that you must adore and worship and emulate beings whose behavior is grander than your own and even impossible for you to ever create, then you are doing yourself a disservice. Part of the Darktilian myths is the virgin birth. If billions of people believe the one and only Son of God was a virgin birth, it therefore creates an enormous degree of separation between themselves and the only Son of God. Ignore that story. Nature is the system that sustains you, and you are free to question the nature of existence. You are as equal, sacred, holy, and divine to every part of existence as every other part of existence is to you. The field of existence is unlimited and benevolent, and because you are part of this field, by extension, you are wondrously unlimited and benevolent. Remember, your beliefs are an integral part of your personal energy field. In actuality, they are a form of its magic. Magic is the ability to conjure something into form out of nothing. This is exactly what beliefs do. Mass beliefs create mass conjurings. Over time, beliefs have been manipulated and formatted to become mass agreements within this 3D spatial experience. Everyone's personal framework of beliefs determines what they perceive. You project your own energy outward to form the physical world, and this is most important for understanding beliefs and magic. To change the world, you must change yourself. To change yourself, you must change your beliefs. In the Western world, magic is often ridiculed and placed in the realm of fantasy or sleight of hand, prestidigitation, simple tricks on stage. Until you put your beliefs aside, you will not see the world beyond them. Everything in existence is magical, and perhaps you will be inspired to deal more effectively with old memories and blocked energies as you come to understand the significance of your beliefs. The accelerated energies can bring out the very best in human potential by triggering situations where you are challenged to transcend limiting beliefs. Your triggers are your treasures. Examine them closely, carefully, and lovingly. The point and purpose of these chaotic times is for humanity to fulfill a certain destiny nestled within your blueprints of being. And in order to achieve this fulfillment, the acceleration of energy will push at every area of your life that requires an overhaul. Your complete presence is required in the here and now, in your physical form, to effectively deal with both the inner and outer worlds. And you do this by wanting to be here and now, and being present, alert, and alive. Fully sensing and faithfully treasuring your body and all the messages it is giving you. Being present and accounted for also brings you into closer contact with everything you hold inside. Your spine and skeletal structure contain substantial amounts of key information about your present life experiences, as well as links to memories stored on the web of existence. To some extent, stored memories determine the process of experience in which you agree to participate. Good physical posture is a sign of a structurally aligned body and mind, which is far easier to occupy than one with poor posture. A flexible spine makes for a flexible mind. Bones can also store memories for great pain, and because pain is sometimes too difficult to deal with, you may leave your body in order to avoid any deep association with knowing and remembering certain painful experiences. There is always a point and a purpose to pain. Primarily, pain is a strong signal from deep inside the body's intelligence centers, indicating that your emotional health and psychological perspectives are out of balance. Stored and stuffed emotions take a great toll on the body, and eventually the old built-up energy will be released in the form of painful physical manifestations. When you carry pain and do not release and let go of the past, your body will faithfully show you the results of your repressed feelings. Just as facing your fears is the best way to overcome them, you can also deal with your deepest feelings by acknowledging their existence. Emotions energize thoughts, and the greater the intensity, the more fuel behind the thoughts. Finding a safe and creative way to express your feelings, such as writing them down, or better yet, counting to 13, then patiently expressing how you feel in the moment, will free you to enjoy life and get good measure from the accelerated cosmic energies now showering your planet. Eventually, you will have to strike a match and see what is in the darkest places of your mind in order to enlighten yourself over what you have not understood or what you have hidden away. These accelerating cosmic energies pushes everything that must be dealt with to the forefront of your life, including, of course, unresolved issues from other lifetimes. Accessing the emotional self is like playing music on your inner piano, and you know how to play. The question is, what tunes are you selecting? What emotions are you playing with? Whatever you do here, every action you take, and most importantly, every emotion you feel, ripples out into your reality as well as into layers of multidimensional locations. Emotional accessibility, the ability to feel on very deep levels, is one of the key components for managing accelerated energy. Everyone at one time or another must deal with their own buried emotions that are either tied to unexamined beliefs, which block the flow of energy in the body, or are tied to experiences hidden in the subconscious. A person who can feel and know soul-wrenching pain also has the capability to transcend difficulty and experience pure states of joy and ecstasy. People with no emotional accessibility and depth are numb, often completely compartmentalized, or their inner and outer experiences are separated in their minds because of some type of trauma. Their determinations, projections, and perceptions of reality are, therefore, quite rigid and fixed in focus. The controllers of your planet, those playing the part of the Darktilian villains, often resort to using trauma to steer the masses along paths of fear and confusion. And they do this for numerous reasons. However, they can do so because they lack complete emotional connections between inner and outer realities. They also have no guilt and no shame about torturing and murdering others. They teach this to their own soldiers. Some already remember. Additionally, the cultural controllers easily convince people to sign up to numb themselves. Another major factor of cultural control and numbness and compartmentalization is the use of pharmaceuticals. Intensified galactic transmissions have been throwing open the doors of the subconscious mind, releasing powerful old emotions. Use this incoming galactic energies to creatively structure your thoughts. How much you genuinely like and accept yourself as a person establishes your value of self-worth. Whenever you feel good about yourself, you excel in life. You can decree that your body is worthy of your trust. The more you like yourself, the better you do with whatever you pursue. For how much you like yourself is at the core of your beliefs and actions. You can learn to trust yourself and follow your impulses, to watch for synchronicities, and to honor your hunches and feelings. And if you do not know how to feel in any particular situation, then you are missing very important equipment to play this game of life. Feelings are activated by giving yourself permission to feel. Then, as you withhold judgment, owning the fountains of feeling that appear. If you are afraid of a flood of feelings getting out of control, let go of this fear by acknowledging your emotions as serving a significant purpose, and then release your attachment to them. Your feelings are very valuable assets for discerning reality, and they help you gauge where you stand in accepting responsibility for your creations. When you do not acknowledge how you really feel, stuffing and denying your feelings, then you subconsciously project onto others what you do not claim as your own. And it is no easy task to claim as your own what you do not know you own. In this case, that which is stored deep in the subconscious mind. You can understand yourself by looking at what you are creating in your own life. And even though this is tricky territory you are plowing and pursuing, with an open heart and an open mind, and with clarity of intent, there is no earthly reason why you cannot unravel the deepest mysteries of your mind and cultivate the best of results. Emotional intelligence is a rich and valuable asset in physical reality, being the determining key for spiritual development. Be open to exploring your emotions by taking a risk and welcoming any deep feelings and memories you may have disassociated or compartmentalized or stuffed away. A tremendous amount of energy is utilized to block emotional memory. Your entire being is filled with memories of events, times, and places that you have only just begun to realize. You have been trained to focus on what you expect to see, disregarding anything that does not fit your beliefs. As the pressure from the accelerated cosmic photon energy is building, you will have to make space and unclutter the stuff inside you, the unprocessed emotions and old fearful vibrations stored in and between your cells, atoms, bones, muscles, tissues, and organs, and in your very DNA. Remember, the issues are stored in the tissues, which is why we Pleiadians always recommend body work. Every area of your body is imbued with memory. Visualize yourself as a flexible, organized, spacious, and clear conglomeration of cells, with the flow of accelerating cosmic energy moving easily throughout your physical body and, in turn, enriching your life. Though it may appear that reality is occasionally placing stumbling blocks on your path, this type of thinking arises whenever you get stuck on limiting self-concepts. Limiting beliefs will often be accompanied by feelings of frustration. Humankind has yet to truly grasp the damaging effects of accepting futile and valueless beliefs about the physical body. The Darktilians have woven innumerable myths about how evil the body is into their The Darktilians have woven innumerable myths about how evil and dirty and disgusting the human body is into their cults. Wherever you feel challenged in life, money, sex, health, employment, religion, relationships, it usually comes down to how you manage your energy. The areas where you struggle, where you develop anxiety, anger, frustration, and perform poorly, are all signaling negative beliefs about yourself that your thinking is not working in your best interests. Sometimes your beliefs about important issues rule your life from behind the scenes, and these are the areas that need to be addressed and examined, acknowledged, and released. Shameful feelings damage your body by acting like unseen termites eating away at the framework of a building. By simply acknowledging the existence of an issue, the blocks and walls are loosened, allowing more energy to flow into your body. Examine your beliefs for any shame that has been thrust upon you. You do not have to have all the solutions worked out in advance. Be willing to pay attention and notice how you feel. Observe and watch for patterns and ask yourself, What else is this issue connected to? What higher purpose and greater opportunity await me if I can see this situation from another point of view? With an open and positive attitude, the galactic energy will flow into your body, and then you may have an impulse to seek out bodywork or massage, or write in a journal, or go for a solitary walk in the woods, or cry for a while. Healthy tears melt down the barriers that block memory and can open the way to releasing what you were holding inside. As long as you cry without feeling sorry for yourself and do not host a pity party for one, your tears can offer the soothing balm that comes from an open heart with the courage to delve into pure feeling. In order to empower yourself and consciously utilize the force of vital cosmic energy flowing onto your planet, you must recognize your fears as your regular contribution to the current state of global emotional pollution. It may appear that an outside force is tyrannizing you. However, your inner signals must be sending this request into the ethers in order for you to create the experience of being tyrannized. Fear has a recognizable frequency of energy that can be felt as distinctly as the frequency of love, its opposite on the same pole. Love and fear are on the same pole. You may be thinking that fear is not a desire, yet if you consider how much attention and focus the fear frequency elicits in the world, then perhaps you can see why it seems that this is the version of the world that the majority of humans want to create. This collective fear goes far beyond the threats of war and tyrannical despots. It is seated in a deep-rooted feeling, the fear of being powerful. A healthy use of fear has a purpose and can serve as a wake-up call or warning that you are walking very close to the edge of a cliff, and maybe it's best to back off or grab hold of a safety rope. When you approach a genuinely perilous situation, your body may experience a tremendous rush of energy as the amygdala, which is nestled in the center of the brain and operates the body's fear system's command center, sends out a fight or flight signal along the neural links with internal flashing red lights and wailing sirens. This inner warning system is always on security and alert to watch for danger. Therefore, you may indeed experience feelings of fear in response to an internal signal from your cells when they sense a genuine threat to your survival. From a practical perspective, healthy fear issues a warning for staying out of harm's way. Your biggest test with the body is overcoming fear. When the fear center is employed by habit, the mind cannot think straight, and rational thought is impossible. Projecting feelings of fear onto your reality in the absence of pending danger distorts the body's sense of integrity and creates a state of internal havoc that broadcasts fear into the mass consciousness and the world at large. Your body's natural intelligence gathering system works at great speed and in keen cooperation with your attitude and expectations. When you change your attitude, you will undoubtedly change your experience. Millions of cells seamlessly access and evaluate the myriad of choices you make in order to impel you toward encountering your desires. Each moment, your body is processing reams of sophisticated data involving the past, present, and future. You must learn to pay very close attention to the signals you send out by noticing and examining how you feel about what you create and encounter. Acknowledging your feelings can lead to deeper self-realization because your feelings are always the key to figuring out your beliefs. Remember, feelings take you back to your beliefs, so find the feelings and really feel it. Once you have identified the limiting belief behind the feeling, acknowledge the role of it, then release it with gratitude and replace it with a more empowered outlook.